Alright, morning viewers. Day 115, which will be the 8th of July. It's going to be in the mid-80s again today. It was very cool this morning when we woke up. But as I said at the end of last night's video, Festus and I were going to look at our options to ensure we see the good bits of the trail. So I've changed my attitude from this is an AT through hike for me to an AT adventure, and today we're going to move forward probably to somewhere in the Whites. We're not quite there, we're in New Hampshire but we're not in the Whites, and start looking at hiking the real viewpoints, so Franconia Ridge, Washington and things like that. So like I said yesterday, as I do miles by foot, I'll add them to my total, but I am not going to be completing a through hike as all on foot, but like I said, I'm very proud of doing. Currently I've done 1621 by foot. Anything over that's a bonus. And hope you enjoy the rest of the videos that will be showing the parts that we do actually get to see from the AT, and maybe some bonus material, because we're currently off to the side a little bit and seeing things that I wouldn't have seen. So it's actually quite nice where I am right at the moment. We're doing a bit of a road walk just to sort of start matching into our plan. This is a beautiful little cabin. You could just imagine this with fully covered in snow in this area. It is really nice. It's actually a beautiful morning to be going for a walk. It is crisp. It's nice. Oh, look at the antlers at the top of the shed. Wow. Hey viewers, day 116. I'm going to put this on the day end of day 115. We went back into town with the plan of hiring a car. That changed quite significantly once I realised that it was going to cost me nearly the same price again to change my flight. $700 odd, so that wasn't going to be the go. So we made some changes, and Festus had some thoughts overnight, thinking why spend the money on a car just to see one mountain. So he's gone back to North Carolina now, and I'm waiting for a ride back to the trailhead where I got off yesterday. So at the local trail angel list, do these things for free for hikers. They offer their house. I don't actually need a place to stay, but a guy's coming to pick me up and take me 20 odd miles, so 30 odd kilometres to where I got off on the trail. But while I was waiting, I thought I'd go through the recent week's summaries. I'm a few weeks behind, so this will be day 99 to 105. What we had is on day 99 we come across the Appalachian Trail train station. So I wouldn't think there's many hiking trails around the world that actually has a train station dedicated to having trains stop there to take you to a major city. I think that's quite unique, and I really like that point. Also on that day we met a gentleman who'd done the hike in 2009, and just as I was crossing the road and walking up, he goes, "I recognise you. You're on YouTube." So he'd seen my YouTube channel, so it was quite good. The next day, on day 100, we were walking down from the campsite. It was only about 0.3 to the nearest road. Just next to the road there was this rock with a sign on it. I looked at the sign, and it was for Festus and Reboot. And Festus had left his power cord, so this guy who was now through hiking through bike riding the Appalachian Trail He was going next to the trail on as close a roads as he can. Picked up that cable and delivered it there for Festus, which was fantastic. It was also a day with some steep downhills, which really affected Festus's knee. So we've done 24 on the day with the Appalachian Trail, and then we did 19 the next day. Day 101, we did 26 miles. Well, Festus's leg could have been injured. He decided to road walk and try and get a hitch. He didn't get one, so he had to walk all the way to Great Barrington. I went via the trail, and I crossed over 1,500 miles that day, less than 700 miles to go. I cleared 5 mountains, including Bear Mountain, Connecticut, which is very steep downhill, right in the middle of a thunderstorm. That was pretty scary. I was going to stay at the Berkshire Community Centre. I got a lift there straight away, so as soon as I got to the road, wouldn't even put my thumb out. I was looking at where the bus schedule was, and someone pulled over and offered me a ride. So poor old Festus had walked 26 miles, and I didn't even have to wait a minute. But Rob, the trail angel, who I'd met in Irwin, picked us up from there. Great bloke, offers a cabin. He comes up for a holiday for about 6 weeks, but he lets all the hikers stay in the cabin with him. I think he enjoys the company. He used to run a hostel, and he allowed us to stay there for 4 days. Now his normal plan is you slack pack the first day, then the second day you take most of your gear and you go out to the Goose Pond cabin, which is only 8 miles. Next morning they give you pancakes for breakfast, and then you do 20 miles back to another intersection where he would pick you up. You stay the 3rd night with him, then another slack pack day over Greylock, which is the 4th night, and then he would send you on your way, which is nearly all of Massachusetts. On 102, so I only did the 8 miles on 102 into the Berkshire Centre. I'd done 26 the day before, so I didn't quite make it all the way in, and the rainstorm sort of really helped me out and made everything slick. So yeah, 8 miles in the next day. Then I did a 0. I needed to do laundry. I had to go to the library and upload videos. We went to the movies just because Festus was his second 0, and we dried out our gear. Day 104, I did a 21-mile slack pack day. Festus attempted to do that as well. His knee played up, so he did a little bit and then got off. That was about it. And day 105 rained all day, so we had a 0 and didn't do a hell of a lot. In terms of spend, I spent 131 on food. I didn't spend anything on board, so the nights that we stayed with Rob was free. No shuttle costs, $1 in laundry, and $44.14 in resupply, and $24.30 going to the movies. So in terms of the overall, that meant I spent $58.85 on resupply in Australian, and $208.44 in in-town costs in Australian, giving a total of $267.29 for the week, or $215.18 American, and my total Australian is now $4,997.51, and in American was $3,773.43, and that was after 15 weeks, 105 days. In terms of miles that week, only did 98 miles, so dropped down from the 120s that I had been doing. The 0 on the last day was unexpected with the rain. So 157 kilometres for the week, giving me an average of 14 miles and 22 for the kilometres for the week, and an overall 14.7 miles or 24 kilometres. Total up to this stage was 1,542 miles and 2,468 kilometres. I took 2 zeros, so that's 15 now in total, 1 Nero, which is now up to 9. I had no hostel stays, so still at 42, but I have had 5 free stays with people. Alright, that's it for that week.